Okay, BJ. That's all it is.
Yeah, honey, I know. I know. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you coming on. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, honey. Yeah, I'm in the studio. I'm about to go. Damn, yeah, it was only 1 or 2 pictures, and it was just cause. 10, yeah. It was 10. You counted them. Well, I liked them all because she had a fat ass. I gotta go. Love you, bye. Taking no shorts. Coming right up.
We talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice.
Now I gotta talk, we all gotta be quiet. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, woo, wheeling dealing, limousine riding.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
And now your host, Taking No Shorts podcast, Jay Grizzy.
Oh, there's only one way to do it on a Friday night, and it's here. Taking No Shorts podcast. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 76 of Taking No Shorts podcast. Every Friday, 8:45 CPT time. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. You can catch the live stream at the following avenues. That would be YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, all at Taking No Shorts pod. Then later on in the week, you will catch the audio streams anywhere where you get your favorite podcast. Tonight, we're on my IG as well, which is Taking No Shorts Pod and Jay Grizzo, but we're also on Bigo, and I'm going to introduce a recurring favorite of mine, special guest host tonight. She is a writer, comedian. What else? She's so many times. Those are the first two. A master of disguise. I think you dabbled in a little bit of the psychic tree, a little bit of that, and a musician, music artist, creative as well. Ladies and gentlemen, a friend of mine, and hopefully a friend to you, Miss Creamoo. It's I don't know if I've seen this get up.
Yeah.
Is this the first time? You don't care if I.
No, it's the first for a lot of people because I just be random when the fuck I want to.
I must say.
But again, as I said on the previous episodes, it's a story, and it's the fucking story continues.
Yes, let's get it.
With the DMV fucking with me because I wear wraps. And my only early days off on my 9 to 5 is Fridays, and I get off at 3:30. So that's when I go to the DMV afterwards.
It's hard to get in with the hours and everything.
Yes. So that's why I did it today. And then I said, fuck it, let me come over here.
And then they tell you, do they tell you afterwards or they don't tell you that?
They don't tell me then. No, they didn't tell me then. I had to come in and wait like months. I don't want to talk about it because it's a case.
Yeah, I think it's going to trigger you. I don't want you to fuck up the set. Okay. I don't want you to mess up the set. But I'm glad and I'm happy that you're here. It's giving. Oh, that's what the word is now. It's giving. That's what.
Thank you.
There's a lot of podcasters, and especially the chicks. It's giving. So I'm gonna try to see what it's giving.
It's me.
It's always giving me girl sticks with you, though. It's the blue wig. Now we got the mahogany red fro. I'm curious to see if you come in this joint with a pixie dude, a blonde pixie. Crazy. I'm going.
See, now my natural hair is a pixie.
Yeah, see?
Yes.
There we go. I don't even know where we're going to start tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I have so much I want to get into. I have scribbled a lot down. I definitely don't want to do politics. We're definitely on the backside of the game. So all I will encourage everybody to do within the sound of my voice is get ready for some fuckery that's fit to happen. Just be ready. Let's go do this. because we're both comedians. We both, I know from a writing point of view, when I was doing the comedy, when I read the comedy Bible, to try to get into some of the emotions of a bit, there were words that would help you get there, to get the joke over to the audience. The words were weird, hard, confused, and angry. And I remember writing about weird, right? Like, what do you find is weird, and you just stay on it for like a good 15 minutes to 20 minutes in your head or out. Back then, we wrote on paper, you know. And I always used to, it's a word for it now. I have to look it up. But I always used to pick the hair off of my face. And I thought that was weird. Like, even now, I'm so weird about my facial hair, because I remember a girl told me when I had no facial hair, I look like Kermit the Frog. And I said, a bullshit? Oh, a bullshit? It's not I said, bitch, it's not easy being green. You got me fucked up. But ever since...
I think you had said that before to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a Kermit the Frog? Yeah. And so I was always pick my hair out. And then when I started developing puberty, when my balls dropped, I would have patches because I would pick my hair. So that was weird. Where I was going with the joke was probably there. What's something weird, not either in this lifetime where you're at in life, but it might have been coming up. I think of something weird for me lately. But what's weird for you that sticks out in your mind that you think could start a funnyism for you? Don't pull back.
I don't. That's a tough one.
Because it make you look and see.
Because honestly, everything. Shit, me being quiet was weird enough. So if I open my mouth, I grew up where my mom was, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Okay? Don't say it at all.
That's weird, because you sure do when I met
you. And I don't express myself very much. So outwardly, so it's just the outward part, people get that misconstrued it. They get, because like I said, I dress according to my mood. I don't give a fuck what's in my closet. We're like, I want to put on this. I'm a grown up. I can wear what the fuck I want to wear.
The levels of weird differs amongst the person, because I could see if you were hanging out somewhere and somebody said, "Oh, she dressing kind of weird. She got a,
People always like, okay, like.
But to me, it's not.
Like, that's the thing, and it's fun. I can't say it. I guess that's my weirdism. It's fun to me. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because, okay, like I asked my coworker actually last week, and I was like, "Yo, when you first met me, coming to the job, what did you see in me? What did you?" He was like, he was like Erykah Badu.
That's what I saw too. But is that a good, accurate impression of him?
I said, yeah, that's a layer of me. Yeah.
No, an impression of him, because you was in his voice.
No, I always do that.
So you wasn't in his voice.
Yeah,
your impression is through you.
Yes, yeah, I do that every time.
I'm taking the dude's
every
voice.
Time.
Okay. All right. So he says Erykah Baduism, right? He gives you that earthy.
I did. Yeah, I did his voice.
Yeah, that was his voice. Because I thought it was. Sorry, I was like, okay, Erykah, try it again. What did he say to you? Ask your coworker.
I asked. I'm sorry. That's the goofy shit to me. But he asked me. He told me, I was, more Erykah Badu. He said, but then later on, I said, well, once you got to know, he was like, you're a baller. I don't fucking know. He's like,
Asante Shakur.
Like, I can't sound, he's like, you scare a nigga, but it's cool. Yeah. He was like, you're deep. You're deeper than what you expect, and you're very intelligent. And he was like, it's cool. It's better than what I thought.
Yeah, that to me, to somebody, depending if they're not an artist, somebody who's an academic, we would definitely be weird to them, because if they can't think outside of their comfort zone or walk or live their life outside of their comfort zone, then you come across two cats like us, and but I never, and I'm sure you never, because you bounced around, military kid.
Yeah.
And I just lived on both sides of the tracks. Like I always lived in the borderline between, you know, ghetto, poor black folk and
Middle class.
Yeah, and well-to-do liberal white folk, So, and I could straddle the pause. I could, walk in both worlds. So nothing would be weird to me. And even to this day, like the missus is like, I can't see how you be rocking with certain motherfuckers. Them motherfuckers weird. And I'm like, I have a very tolerant type of palate, so to speak, So let's do this. All right, so we did one of the Wiz. Wiz not good. What did you think was hard coming up in comedy? What was the hardest thing for you to adjust to?
Niggas.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Niggas. Because I don't know why I had a tougher fucking viewpoint to my people. Because I started out going in hard. I said, fuck it, I'm going to go where I'm uncomfortable. I went straight to the white folks. And I was like, they was shut. They
never
quiet.
seen such a.
They was quiet. They was like, oh shit, because I was saying something that was teaching them something they didn't know, but so they couldn't laugh to relate. So when I got to the black folks, they was kind of laughing. I was like, oh, they relate. But then at the same token, that's where the judgment of how I look jumped on me with my people. Little fat Erica Badu asking ass. I'm like, look, I'm about to be a fucking machine. They don't know I'm a Tommy gun with my lips. Oh, motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean?
It's gonna be a lot about fuckers tonight.
Yeah. And I tame myself, and I'm very aware of my words.
Yeah, I
know my channeling. It's not, nigga. I know my channeling powers. I'm mindful.
Oh, well, shit. I don't know that.
The tongue is like a weapon, my dude.
I didn't know that. I mean, that's where I've.
Remember we was talking about, you said, you got The Shining.
Yeah.
I was watching the shit. When you called me, you text the other day. I was watching the video, and I was like, yeah. I said, my face looked uncomfortable when he said that. Yeah, I seen the shit. I was like, fuck it.
Like, how do folks plug? I mean, I don't know how folks, because I have a spiritual side, but then when I plug into it, it's so just me and the spirit.
Everybody's different. My thing is, I was open for it. I asked for it. I told, like, for me, I knew. Yes, you asked for what you wish for. I was 5 years old. My first prayer, I never forget. I said, I don't want nobody to use me, Lord, but you. I knew what manipulation felt like at 5 because it was in my family.
Oh wow!
So I was like, come on, man. Like, I'd rather you. And me saying that, I said that till I was 9 years old in my prayers and didn't realize what I was saying, and then. So I got older, I was like, nigga, you.
That takes a special kind of talent to recognize manipulation at such a young age. Because if I'm at my age now, I can look back and see, like, you can't, there were certain things like family members would do if you wanted to get the quarter, the penny candy or some shit. They, and they used to pit the cousins against each other.
No, I remember that shit, but I didn't do that stupid shit.
Right.
See, I was that nigga that was mindful, and like I said, I knew my energy. So what I did, it was like I would dance and shit. Like they'd be like, oh, like I go dance on the corner.
You would take and
get the people, like the old people, money and stuff like that. They be, and I'll buy my fucking friends in the neighborhood shit. Yeah, I always hustled. And then when my mom and dad, we used to travel from, because wherever we was, my daddy always go to Mardi Gras or wherever he had to go home. They'd go home and we would get bags of beads. Because I told you my daddy never flew, he drove. So I have my fucking big ass, like, garbage bags full of beads, and I'll come home to Cali and I'll be hustling shits in a recess. You know what I'm saying? Man, making money.
As the youngest. You was doing this. You come from. I need to meet your siblings.
Huh?
I need to. Yeah. You like what?
No.
I don't know.
My brother.
I know about your brother.
Yeah, my sister.
Where is she?
She's out here. I'm not, I ain't.
You don't shout her out, yeah. But hey, I just want to meet you just to see. She's how much older than you?
She's 5 years older.
Oh, she's big sister, big
Yeah, she's
sister.
72.
Yeah, I'm not. See, and the difference is I'm the oldest, so
Yeah.
I had so much. I won't say so much, but I had to definitely try to set an example.
She was strong. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I looked up to my sister. Like, she ain't take no bullshit. But we called her fights, man. We called them shits one hitter quitters.
Oh, she was nice like that with her
That
hands.
was her nickname. One hitter quitter.
Oh wow.
And fucking her fist, when she balled up her fist, and shit swell up probably double A size. Like,
great. Hard.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
No, it's totally fine.
I love my sister. She's a sweetheart, though. She's not like that. We're older.
Harder for me coming up in a comedy game was trying to navigate. Honestly, the audience and the material part. It's the off the stage shit. Especially again, maybe that's unique to Richmond or unique to certain comedy communities. Or, because I wanted to find my comedy home with people, because I think that's how iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
If you, of course, when you're coming up with everything in your head and you don't know, I just think you should bounce it off of other comedians.
Yeah, but that was the weird thing for me too. I was reaching out with it. I could feel the energy. I was like, oh, she's weird.
Right. Like
She's weird.
And I'm like,
because I remember you had said that one time, and I was like, that's how I felt. That everybody, it's like I would, but then they'll be like, I can tell they're not, really.
Why do comics do that?
But at the same token, I got to recognize in truth, I wasn't Lucy.
No,
so
I mean, I'm not, and that's not.
It was a reflection. Now that I'm mature, I don't give all.
Were you immature though back in 10th?
It wasn't immature. It was just like I wasn't open to let anyone in. Comedy is vulnerability to its finest.
Yeah.
That's what the fuck that shit is.
And the better, the funnier it is, the better.
I'm in my Ronald McDonald'sville, but at the same token, I'm dead ass about my calling. Feel me? But at the same token, I'm here to put smiles on motherfuckers' face. You know what I'm saying? However it comes.
Yeah, I was just I was looking for a comedy click home, and no comedy click, regardless if they thought I was funny or not, because comedians we can be very snobbish.
Because we get really salty about our babies. Like when I get my books, and I be like, well,
it ain't the right one, right?
Do you share all your shit when you're at your writing?
No, I mean,
be honest.
Yes, I do. I share what I think I got, and I want other comics to don't take it. Don't take it. Meaning, of course, don't steal a joke or steal a thought or a bit. You can't steal a thought, but be constructive. Like
steal a bit.
Yeah. Be constructive. Don't be like the vibes. That's another word. People's vibes say a lot.
But that to me was immaturity for me. The vibes of myself. I was in my own different mindset. So I was kind of closed off. Especially,
and that's why
you remember how we were in the same circle. Let's bring up us.
Hey, Green Bean 76. How you doing?
Us up, for example. When I was quiet because I was going through so much stuff, and I used to just come in, say my little bit, and dip off.
You said more than a little bit. You was like a little ball of energy.
Like I had to release it as fast as I can and leave because I had
you was out.
That.
I was like, who was that?
I couldn't go into other I remember oh, they got another one, at such and such club, such and such. And I'm like, fuck, I'm glad I'm here. I can make it to here. Mm-hmm. So it was getting where I could fit in them times. But at the same token, for me to express what the fuck I was going through, that's what I was putting out. That's what that was that energy. I was just like, just freestyles. Like I remember when I was like, I can't stand baby boomers, yo. So they clogging up this ancestral lineage.
let's, let's let's start there. let's start there because I talked about taking those shorts to my aunt who is a boomer, and I love my aunt. She's my mom's sister, and of course that's what an aunt would be, right?
I don't mean to, it was just an angry rant, but it was funny. My mom even told me, she said she was laughing at it because she was like, it was just because my dad had passed and I was taking care of my mom then. And she was like, she didn't look at it as, they're strong willed. Don't take care of me. You know what I mean? She was like, I got HSN and QVC to fucking take care of me.
That's all I need.
Uber. I get delivered, bitch. I can have the pick up people to come and get me from my doctor's appointments. I need to fucking answer. And I'm like, I know this, Mom. This is why we're hit up to set up and use these benefits for that. And I'm that nigga that's gonna be there. Just excuse me, y'all motherfuckers. Don't think somebody got to get it right.
What do you think the boomers? What do you think the boomers got right, and what do you think the boomers got wrong?
Intervention, like just opening up.
Because I always hashtag Black Gen X on here. So go ahead.
Shout out to the boomers. That's why I was like, my little shout out to all in the family.
You're being too kind. Let me get to the.
But it does. It was redundant on the holding on to politics. That's what I felt like. Rules and regulations is just. Well, to me, I look at life as it's like a mountain. We have a peak of things. When I was going through that at that time, I was like, because I say for age range in America, between the ages of 35 to mostly 45 or 50 is when people are at that peak part of their life where they're holding on to the youth. They got the teenagers, they're pulling up the mountain of life. And then you got the older ones that you're still trying to scale down before they take a slippery slope down, fuck it up.
You try
take the wrong pill, trust the wrong person with your finance, fucking, a memory slip up. This shit matters.
Yeah.
The care of their house and how she get hoarded so fast in the season. You fucking know. Did anybody check on mama with paying the taxes? What the fuck? You got to be mindful.
That one thing I'll say to I think where you're going with that is you count your blessings if as you age, you still got some sort of independence.
Yes,
because
and you gotta be mindful to them and give them that. You can't just be like, Mom, you can't, Mom, because that's when they feel like kids and they're gonna rebel. I had to go through that. That's why I made those jokes about, it wasn't to be mean. It was just like, God, it's like I'm dealing with teenage kids, and then this motherfucker right here.
And women have y'all are
battling.
Mamas. They.
My mama was a gangster.
Yeah, y'all kind of rough. Like I was so.
Baby boys was gangster.
Yeah, I was such and I'm still to this day. The persona, everybody, you can get how you can see, but I'll just share this with the world. Like, especially for the people that I care and I love. Like I'm a sucker. Real talk. Like if it is to the point where I'm not gonna let nobody, especially family, take advantage of me. But I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll say I'll be like, I'll help you. Because I know you'd probably asked everybody else and they told you hell no. But if I was you in your situation as a family member or a loved one, and you need somebody to help, I would want family to help for it, but other than a stranger. Real quick story when I talk about that. You said sport up hoarding. My dad had a friend who he called me one day. He said, I need you to help me. I said, okay, what you need me to help you with? Well, there's a friend of mine who is in quite a horrible situation. And that he told me, so he had to help somebody. You can smoke. Oh, you can't. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you. I mean, if you want to, you can. If you care about,
you get violated.
Who?
You.
Hell no.
I don't know.
No, girl. Long as you ain't co-signing.
I know this. I can't, but I already got my face.
Yeah, as
long as they don't see this.
I just seen niggas do. I mean, if they get me, if they ban or
Y'all don't
like
see
strike,
it. It's okay.
we not co-signing. They don't know what you smoking a Garcia Vega. You know what I mean? Like they don't know what's off there. But so it was a woman, a friend of his who needed some help. She was in a dire situation, had to help her move. And when me and him got over there, he warned me. He said, "Now I'm gonna tell you what you fit to see, nigga. You ain't that." He said, "Nigga, my dad. I ain't never heard my dad say a curse word a day in his life. Where I got this mouth from? My mama and my grandma. You did? Like,
Guilty. Guilty.
Right? Her dad ain't never say one crossword to. But he said, when you go over here and you walk into this person's house, it could be something."
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When did you know? Because I think all cursers know. Did you know that the moment that you was a cusser, like you just felt that moment, that rush?
Oh, that's a good one, Cree.
And you knew that. What was your word that made you like, yes?
Listening to Richard Pryor on the late, we used to catch that, what they call the late bus or the activity bus after school. And we would go in the back and listen to Richard Pryor. And just motherfucker was good one. And I don't know. I can't even think of when the first time I said motherfucker, but I know somebody in my family heard me say it and say, "Jay, fuck you." They gonna say, come back and hit me with the fuck you said after I said the curse word. You gonna reinforce it by saying the fuck you just say? I said motherfucker. Heard it. 12, what is that? Ninth grade is what, 13, 14 years old? And I probably cursed way before then, but that's the one that stick out.
Mine was 10.
What was your word?
10 years old. The fuck bitch.
Got me fucked up.
The fuck bitch. I was playing double dutch and we didn't have no rope, but we had the long phone extension cords.
It fit too.
You remember the long extension cords? I ain't talking about the coil one. I'm talking about the straight.
Yeah.
So we used them bitches.
Them Jones heavy.
And them motherfuckers.
Forearms look like goddamn.
I was in that bitch getting it. That bitch tagged my leg, put a whoop on that bitch. Broke blood on my calf, nigga. That shit dropped. I just looked at that bitch. I said, fuck, bitch. Yeah. And I just looked at the girl because she was mindfully going fast, trying to, get me out, like trying to hit me. I was like, and I said that shit with the most roaring power, like the truth. I was like breathing. I was like, fuck, bitch. And she was just like, I was like, the crazy side. Like, that was the crazy peak. That was a crazy peak. I had a couple crazy. I had blackout moments in my life where
I said, motherfucker. What did Prince say when in Purple Rain? He caught he was downstairs in his room and heard his mom.
The other night,
his mama and daddy was fighting, and he came upstairs and he cursed at his daddy. What was the word? You motherfucker.
Yeah.
And the way he said it, it was just like, that's why I got motherfucker. That's it, motherfucker. So it was maybe 12. That's when how old I was when Purple Rain came out. And that's how, if my dad was to ever curse, he would sound like Prince. He would put the enunciate in the motherfucker. He would never. He would probably wouldn't say motherfucker. Down south, even if it's a Southern gentleman. Anyway, so we go to this lady's house and we could barely get in that crazy. She was one of those episodes off of A&E of Hoarders or some shit. Mm-hmm. And I could not believe. And every instinct in me, and I should have known when I go do anything with my dad, I got to drive my own car. Because if not, I'm stuck with his ass. You know what I'm saying? I should have drove my own shit because now I'm stuck. If I had my own shit, I'd have been like, oh, hell no. We is not doing it. But he was like, no, we going to help this lady.
See, okay, now that's where I started because that was my first company that I did go on was It was C Simplicity Professional Organizing. I was a professional organizer for, I say 9
I need your help. If that's your expertise.
So, dead ass. No, seriously. And I was doing that. And in doing that, that's what made me, most of my clientele was elderly people. And they had estate sales and they were getting rid of, and they had businesses that they were, their kids not wanting to do anything with and help
they didn't move there. The kids and left them.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
and
sad.
these resources, like I said, the internet, these lines is fucking, vomiting to our elderly to spend money on stupid shit that it's accumulating that they're going to have to deal with.
Let's be clear. Like even if
it's not even just them; it's their kids dropping off shit, and then they, you know what I mean? Because
if the elderly, if I want to say elderly, let's say you retired, but you not past 75, right? Like I know a lot of independent Black folk, and that might not be, and it's you're and the people that circumstances. But at some point in time, you got to say to them, like I had to tell my mom,
then they're taking care of adults that'll come and lean on them like that to help, but it's not.
Yeah, they take.
So they're it's the truth. So
Don't you think they know they doing? I'm sorry, Creek, because they know what they're doing.
But this is the truth where it comes to, there's one in every family story. It's fucking fact. So that one needs to stand up. That's what called the light bearers.
Right. Oh,
remember talking about that?
Y'all cut off. Don't come over here no more. Don't drop off another fucking Amazon package. I said this, and I'm the opposite. I say, well, I'm giving the story of my mom, my sister, because when my mom came out of the coma, she stayed with my sister. I don't know how that came about because my mom was very, very, very super duper independent. And she used to ask me, she said, how I end up at your sister's house? I said, Mama, if it was up to me, you'd be back at your house, But they made the right decision, she needed somebody to keep an eye on her. And she taking all my packages, telling me I can't order. Mom was going nuts because when she went into the coma,
it's like going into teenager mode. It's like having,
she didn't know what, but Amazon.
But it's not knocking. It's expected. We can't assume for them to gear their minds upward when it's going. We have to come to realize.
You better thank the Almighty.
Fucking down.
You better thank the Almighty.
That Benjamin Button story tells you about what it truly the fuck is.
What you mean?
You go into you come in old.
You come out like a baby?
You're reincarnated. So you're an old soul coming into some bit. These little kids know it. Peep skills, the first thing, common sign. What does all babies have that I don't give a shit is globally, okay? That little soft spot in their brain is open, right?
That's called cradle cap.
No. Their skulls are open and they have that pulsation because that's their brains open, their chakras open. With that, their knowledge is so fucking, are you kidding me? It comes to it, you know what I mean? It's crazy. So in doing that, it closes up as we get older, but as the hair recedes. Does this make sense? It's opening the window to what we're going back to.
Yeah.
Does this people think that I'm talking crazy with that?
No, you know why they don't think they talk crazy? Because they in these comments. So, shout out to, I want to get your name right there, but
thank you.
My off camera is over there, so I have to look at. She's Pika Wawa. Pick a wow wow. Now I got it. She says, I love y'all's official setup. And then she says, those earrings are fire.
Thank you, honey.
All right. And the homie Brent said, my folks never really cuss. You never really cussed either. You need to cuss more, sir. Okay? It'll let you live out your finest fantasies and all of your wildest dreams will come true. Okay? If you just cuss just a little bit. So yeah, mom was going nuts with Amazon. And I said, it's her money. It's like
Yeah,
J.G.
she worked
Wentworth.
hard for
Yeah,
it.
it's J.G. Wentworth. She needs it now.
Because I watched the same thing, I was paying attention to all those stuff. My grandma was doing it with Montgomery Ward and Sears
Damn, you
catalog.
taking us back.
Nigga, I remember. Okay.
Montgomery Ward. Holy Jesus.
I'm a man.
Holy
You ain't asking.
What is that?
You
What
couldn't
the fuck is that?
fucking Christmas and Thanksgiving and fucking catalogs came in.
You think about it.
Sears.
Remember all the options we had come around this right after Halloween, Christmas time. You had back here, you had the best products, you had the Sears catalog, you had JC Jacopenny, you had Montgomery Ward, you had Woolworths, like you
Toys R Us,
like,
nigga.
I mean the catalog.
I could not wait for that fucking
best. What was your best Christmas toy you got? I know we're
Cricket.
I never.
No, it was called. Her name was Cricket.
It was a doll baby.
Yes, it was a doll baby, but she was like how.
Let me look this bitch up.
She talked like okay, like ventriloquist kind of. But you put a tape in her. She looked like Chucky. I used to make her go around and put butcher knives in her hand and scare my sister when she used to be on the phone late at night. I broke her with
Which one of these hoes?
The black
is Cricket. Hold on, let me get her back over here.
That's Cricket right there. Her. That was
the black doll?
Yeah, that was my doll.
Hold on, let me.
And she had you put a.
How much is Cricket? Oh, they giving all my shit. How much is Cricket selling for these days? Hold on, she got the cassettes too?
Yeah, you put her on her back and she talks. And she moves her eyes. And she will talk to you. And you talk back to her. I love Cricket.
Why the fuck she got on those corrective shoes?
I love Cricket.
I don't know why I'm making fun. All right, let's read some.
This is sneakers like Chucks.
Yeah, these is Pinterest. This is from Pinterest, y'all. Y'all see it. Cricket doll.
I gotta show my people.
Yeah.
Just the Cricket doll.
There's 4 comments. Cree is fitting to be the next one in Pinterest with the comment. Laverne says, and I'm reading this from the Pinterest website. Me too. It's funny things like this is what I miss the most about my childhood. So you're not alone. Yeah. Mia said, I have her just minus the tapes. She came with tape?
Yes.
What the fuck? You put the tape in and she just
talk. She would go with her eye movement with how she would talk.
And her
mouth, yes. And then her hand, see how her hand has that little
animatronic
like that? Right. So I put the knives in there for my sister, but I broke her.
Mm-hmm.
Like probably like, I probably take 6 months.
You put it back together?
Her. No. I put a Beastie Boys tape in her.
Shout out to the Beastie Boys. Yeah. That's some Gen shit there, boy.
Yes. And I have put, I never forget the song that broke her. It was Paul Revere.
So you put the Paul Revere tape now. This doll, baby.
Boys. It was a tape. So I said you put any tape. So I put Beastie Boys. So she was like, she went too fast. So I broke her eyes and her eyes went cross.
Yeah. So this
her
doll,
mouth
baby,
kind of did a like. So that's why. That's why I shot her after that with my sister. I will put like.
Hold on.
I would nigga.
The face you made.
That's how she looked. Like that's what she was like. She was like.
Oh shit.
So yes.
You might not be an impressionist, but you do a hell of a dead Cricket doll impression. Yes. Jesus Christ. All right, so she had her tapes. We all fucked it up by putting Paul Revere in it. Mm-hmm. But it was I want to get to the rest of these comments because these 4 other people have some form of DNA connection to you because of it. Right? Let's be clear.
Exactly.
Renee says, me too. I've been on a hunt for this Cricket doll. You can only find it at Montgomery. Right. Erica, oh shit is her name.
Talking about
no.
I still have mine.
Oh shit. Oh Erica on her shit. Hold on. That's a special kind of bras
Yeah.
right there. Because you on Pinterest under that username on a cricket doll
Leave
thread.
her alone.
I shout out to you, Erica, on her shit.
Oh shit!
I still have mine with no eyes. Y'all some sick bastards.
I still got mine.
Oh shit.
That was my girl shit.
That bullshit?
That bullshit.
Bad arm for yours. She had no eyes. Okay. Let's get back.
That was my favorite fucking toy.
Let's get back to it. Britt say, my best was in television gaming system. Oh, now I'm going to talk on this for a few, just for the best gift you got. Like that was a head. For you to, from that part of the country that you came from, that was upscale, bro. Because I don't know what year you got it. Because before television, it was a Magnavox joint. One of those was a Magnavox, the television, Atari. Mine was ColecoVision. So
that was yours?
Yeah. When my mom that Christmas got me a ColecoVision, and I had Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr., I said, I didn't even ask how did you do it. I was just like, oh shit, they love me. Santa Claus was way out the window by then. But I was just like, damn, how y'all pull this shit off? Because that was around a Cabbage Patch Doll time. It wasn't just me. I had 3 other siblings. And so to get me and to get my sister's Cabbage Patch Dolls.
Yeah, that was a hunt out the asshole.
Hell yeah. I was
especially for black ones. Woo.
Man, that was crazy.
For black folks, woo. People got in fights behind them shits.
Yeah. The Cabbage Patch Dolls.
Yeah.
You come motherfucker with fine.
I remember we got off the first time we got my Cabbage Patch. It wasn't even around Christmas because we couldn't get it then.
Yeah, you had to wait till after the Christmas
season. My daddy accidentally came up on it on Valentine's Day.
From Montgomery.
Because he went to go get us some school, the Valentine cards.
Oh, yeah.
And he went up to the place and then they had the store open. It was called Payless.
Mm-hmm.
Payless store, something. It wasn't a shoes thing, but it was like a whole thing.
It's like Dollar Tree before Dollar Tree.
Yeah, and then they had them on sale. And my daddy went busting in there with a whole bunch of women. My daddy said he just towered over.
Did you read the card or was that Garbage Pail or Garbage Patch? When they had the name and had a card.
That was Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah, my sisters was into all.
I liked all of that stuff.
I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. My sisters were weird too.
I loved Strawberry Shortcake and Jim.
Hold on, Jim was the chick with the guard.
Yeah, and I liked Rainbow Bright. But my favorite shit, real, She-Ra.
You're a total girl, Dad.
She-Ra. Yeah.
That was He-Man. That was He-Man's side chick.
Yeah.
I thought it was He-Man's side.
No, that was his twin sister. She was the princess. She-Ra. Do you not understand the significance of she is Ra?
The sun.
The sun god Ra.
And
he is just
a nigga.
Man. He is man.
He-Man.
He-Man and she's Ra.
You remember Mighty Isis?
Yeah, I know all that.
My sisters used to. Mighty Isis had the scarab emblem. She put it in her crown, and she turned from I don't know who the fuck. Who the fuck was her real name? Some white lady with corn, and then she turned into an Egyptian goddess. From a white lady to a white Egyptian goddess.
It was that. But my shit was Thundercat.
Bullshit.
You got a Thundercat? Oh shit! Y'all can't see it, but I did. Yeah. Oh, you can say it. She got on the world heavyweight champion Thundercat's belt. Boy and girl, if you know,
I was making a statement today.
Yeah, you was.
The son of a bitch.
You right on time, though.
Fucking with the wrong pussy, motherfucker, because I ain't pussy.
Yeah.
I may got one, but I ain't one.
Do you claim pussy? Huh? Do you claim it?
No, that just
like how? All right, so let me ask you.
Some girly don't sleep on the crazy.
I know. So let me ask you this: When do girls finally find out that they sitting on straight gold?
I don't know. I grew up knowing, but I didn't know. Okay, it's like subconsciously, what you know how everybody have their names when we grew up calling our privacy.
You, young girl.
I grew up with her boys, it was dingling, of course, and for girls, it was pocketbook. And
Exactly.
I didn't know what pocketbook really meant about a handbag until I was 12 years old.
That's about right.
When it was like, oh, I can't believe this. Like when we heard somebody say it in public.
Somebody in public school should have educated you a lot.
Talking about their pocketbook in public.
Yeah.
You don't talk about the pocketbook.
Don't go there.
But I realized when Mama said, yes, this is what my grandma said. A woman should never be broke because she's always sitting on her pocketbook.
Sitting on that thing. It says men, as a man that...
Can I tell you something? It's common sense. As Cree. It's on I'm going to my Cree Moon. It's called Lunar Love, my blog, and it's my writing. But we're called females.
Fee is
F-E-E what?
Latin for...
What is fee?
544.
F-E-E. What does that word spell?
Cost. It's a
cost.
It's a charge.
So
Yeah,
we're the female, and you are just the
male.
He-man, she-ra.
I get the role.
You see? Okay. So one is higher value. Now, mind you, everything on the planet, every animal that we get, I don't give a fuck. You get a weed plant, you want the female. You're eating chicken, you want the female. You're eating the plant, you want the female. Yeah. Everything is best in the what? As you always said, I go towards the female.
Yeah. I gotta have one.
It's going
2 or 3.
Multiply.
Yes, I just...
What Robin Harris said, we don't die, we what?
Multiply, goddammit.
Yes, that.
So, what was I going with? Sitting on the you went to the pocketbook.
Pocketbook.
Oh, like as a guy, as a man who... It's
an investment.
Yes, it is.
Portal. That's what I remember I called it the first time, my portal.
I clap for the hee-haw. All day. I'm a big supporter of all women. All anything that ain't a man, I'm all for them. And the reason I'm like that is I grew up from the time I came into this world up until I was about 8, 9, or 10 years old, really probably until my early teenage years, because I can't count my little brother because he was still a kid. He can't, I was clotheslining him and putting him in figure fours and fucking, So, like, to have another man around, my dad was weekends in church.
Fucked up by mine.
Yeah, right. Weekend in church, Dad, I get it, and I thank you for all of that, but it's just different with, when you're in the home. So for all of those first 14, 15 years, it was all female women energy, and I would pick up all this game. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all, you got to pee? You pee?
No, I'm peeing.
Oh, good. Girl, ain't nobody checking that out. So, and I had some, a restaurant that's got great chicken. Actually, did you want some? So, and I got something else in there, but it's okay. Our microphones pick up everything, so that's why I do that. You got napkins over there. Y'all only got to apologize. This is a 2-hour podcast. We just getting started. Anyway, so yeah, I grew up in this house full of women, and I was picking up all this female game, and I was just like, by the time I became a man and got carnal knowledge of a woman, I was just like, oh, and I still didn't click. I swear for Jesus, it still didn't click for me until I got married. Until it didn't.
What do you mean?
As far as who really running this duality between man and woman, what real men supposed to be valuing and cherishing, and the reasons why we do what we do, why folks still to this day. I saw this guy that was part of Brand Nubians. I'm not gonna say his name, but he on TV calling women out their names, which is, I get it, because he said the form. If y'all online, I said it was on my algorithm, but it's okay. I won't say if it's okay or it's not okay, but you can't go on national television and call certain people out their name. You just can't. Just what they doing is, like, if me and Cree is kicking it, like right now, me and Cree got a rapport. She could say nigga and I could say the B word, right? But if I was the president of the United States, or she was but put it this way, if she was the president of the United States, or the president of she was running her own company, right? Let's just take the politics out. Let's just say she's running.
That's your mama, and I don't even do that.
Yeah,
okay?
she's running her own company,
When I
right?
raise children, every time, and it's still a fucking habit. That's why my name is on that everywhere. To teach my kids the mannerism, I'm saying Miss and Mrs. I would call myself and call people.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes,
Hi,
sir.
Mr. J.
Yeah, you do.
Hi, Mr. So and so. Hi, Mrs. And they'll be like, and then my kids will pick up, hi, Mrs. And that's giving them the rapport to learn manners.
Right.
But it became a stick for me where and it's not a problem. I realize I shut it off when I don't have no respect for you. I'm gonna just call you by your name.
By your name, yeah. Some people have that level. I'm using this example. Creed's running a business, and we not at Taking No Shorts pod. I'm not gonna sit there on another platform and talk about her business and refer to her out of her name. I'll just that's just whole shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand how he could do it.
Especially that.
Maybe for clicks, maybe for whatever, but I don't.
He old as shit.
Man, I don't understand how men could be so misogynistic. That's the word. And honey, my wife thinks I'm misogynistic because she hear me talk. Because a lot of times I'm doing an act even in front of my wife, right? And she's like, "No, niggas, you are not that dude, okay?" So I had to humble myself, but I'm like, no, honey, I'm not misogynistic, and I can't be. Not that I can, but I don't want to be. And if I'm not, I'm always working myself towards not being that type of guy. Why do you think, and I'm asking a woman this, I should be asking other men, and when I ask other men, they can't answer it. Why are other men always fearful, scared of the female vibes, the spirit? Why? Come on, Creed. Please tell me, educate me, educate the public here, educate these men out here sitting there hating on the ladies.
I've been waiting for this.
I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna lay out.
Those are insecurities. Those are traumas and mental woundings.
Mm-hmm.
But again, at the same token, this is still this. They'll go into the knowledge of what society has kept it misogynistic as of man as is supposed to have feelings. You're human. You're a living being. You have emotions. And what it's there for is a tool, just like everything else we're used for. Your logic as a man is used as a tool to help you balance and make finances to take care of your family and shit like that. Correct. Right. Mm-hmm. And don't you have you should have another fucking half mechanism that works too. And it's called emotions. You do feel them shit too. Because obviously that's what makes your human manhood rise sometimes. That's not just passion. That's not just your fucking hornball. If you keep it there, I can go deep, y'all niggas, when it comes to it.
hold on.
When
you say y'all niggas, I gotta give you one of them.
Because that's a whole nigga is an ignorant mindset. Look, I don't curse because cursing is to wish ill will or harm upon anybody. I speak vulgar language. So if y'all motherfuckers know y'all is on the same vibration, we're of the same community. If you can speak, I can speak to you in those terms and know she's not directing at me. She's not calling me a motherfucker. She calling my dark side a motherfucker. Because we all have dark sides. Get it? It's a good thing. It's for a reason. Yeah. Can I say this? Let's go mathematically. I say mathematically and logically because some people are like that. I'm spiritual, but let's go there. Okay? We're three-dimensional beings, correct?
Yeah,
when you're drawing a picture of you, there's a 3D. You can do 3D, 3Ds, right? Mm-hmm. Now, when the sun comes up, right? When the sun comes up, or whatever, it's like this light beams down. There's a shadow. What is that? That's two-dimensional.
That's the other dimension.
That's a two-dimensional being of me. But it's following and doing everything. But it's here, ain't it? How did it just materialize because of his light? Not just that. Imagine the only time it's not there is when it's directly on that. Remember I was talking about that?
Top of the
Remember I was talking about? Yeah. That's the only time. Yeah. So if you walk into this shit and you're always into the light, ain't no shadows. You are part of it. You accept I accept my dark and my light. Yeah. I'm not. There's no bad or no good. I'm not fighting. I'm no judge. Fuck it. It is.
A lot of men cannot.
Fuck it is.
I think a lot of as a guy, I've seen, I've heard, I've watched men actually try to stand on manhood and claim that a woman don't need to be doing this, that, and the third. And I'm like, that's not manly. That's not, to me, that's not what a definition of a man is. Because I've seen women pull off feats of, all damn near miracles, and I've seen men run from miracles or run from delight or run from.
Yes, because they're running from themselves.
Like just own your shit. And then you will be able to.
They'll run from themselves when it comes to those things.
Yeah, then you'll be able to accept women as an equal partner with you in this universe.
Like, own shit. We are what we project outwardly. The world is just a mirror. Mm. Okay? You can't be like, this bitch did this bastard did that. Yeah. This, my mom, my fucking uncle.
For everything that you point, there's four fingers pointing back at you. Yeah. They pointing back at you.
4. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, cultural freedom. Are you going to be free? Are you going to cultivate your mind to stay in this motherfucking dark there? Which one? Because once you get there, you can gain power. I remember my science because I walked into this shit because it's actually living too. It's life. It's in everything that I do. Numbers is in every fucking thing. When I start learning and opening my mind, we only use 20% of our brain capacity. If we really,
there's a movie with Scarlett Johansson.
I know, forgetting Lucy.
Yeah,
it's the reality. Fuck the movie, but that's the reality. We're not unlocked.
And my wife says I should be embarrassed that I have a thing for her.
No. I don't know.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have a thing for Scarlett Johansson. I didn't know she was that young. I'm sorry, I get off topic. That's my ADD.
No, it's okay.
Running in trouble. I want men to stop in 2024. If this podcast comes across any part of your algorithm and the thing is, you ain't got no real woman in your life. You ain't, so you wouldn't know.
Some get scared.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. And that's not no brag. That's not on some braggo shit.
Some ain't ready again, but that's not that. It's they got to face themselves.
And they come from a mother.
This is right now, and the reason why it's bubbling up, and I'm not mad. They're facing themselves. You remember how you say, but this shit is stuck on, TV. They're going to see themselves later on and be like, bam.
That's a great point. I watch.
You're going to grow because that's not.
I stumbled across, and I'm
40.
So, and plus. But I stumbled across some adult entertainment one time, and the categories for the shit was like, what? So I had to ask one of my sons, because they all grown men now. So, when I raised them right, I say, this is what y'all watching? This is what y'all okay? Because for me, it was Playboy, Hustler, Blacktail, all that shit. But this is what y'all coming up on. Now I see why there's a lot of that type of energy in this space. It's a lot of.
Did you see that?
I'm a man.
Japan, but it's less procreation. They're not coming together. But marriage, when they do come together, is becoming more marriages in this society. I'll give them that. They are getting married more when they do, but that's rare. But in Japan, like how they're not procreating, this is what's going on with this generation. They're like, fuck it, I'm overstimulated from those types of, like the anime and shit. And, like my boys are even like, they're like, we ain't really tripping on this shit. I'm like, why?
I'm about to share this so that I make sure I get this. Just not on some sucker shit. I just want the world to see. I mean, it'll be the AI and it's Google. This is based off of Google, ladies and
What are you
gentlemen.
talking about?
You know, because the trend ever since this whole space internet thing, say maybe 20, 30 years, I'm reading it, between 30 and 50 years, the sperm count globally, that means men, because to my knowledge, only men can make sperm, right?
Mhm.
All right. Globally, around 1 in 6 have trouble conceiving. According to a recent report by the World Health Organization, there are many potential causes, but between 30 and 50% of the cases are linked to problems in quantity and quality. From 1973 to 2018, so that's 45 years, the sperm count has dropped within, I mean, if I have to say men in 2024, I will, but men's sperm count, because you got a whole bunch of people that want to claim something
That's
else.
actually shooting themselves to lower it.
To lower it.
And then at the same token, remember I was talking about the formulas and all of these different shits that's down in these.
And since 2000, it was 1.2% over 45 years. But since 2000, it then doubled to 2.6.
You know when you was reading that, what I flashed?
What's that?
You know.
Oh, shit.
What flashed? Matt.
I mean, my point is, that's just.
That's what flashed in my head.
Matt?
Mad Max.
Oh, well, won't nobody. The road warrior.
Yeah. The girls were just like they were trying to mother's milk and all that shit. They were just breeding.
There's a reason.
It was very rare.
There's a reason why this science works. Okay, that's not poo-pooing on anybody else that falls in between that. Because I study Kinsey, the sex guy, the sex doctor. There are many different levels to how you're going to identify and say you is. That's fine and dandy. I'm talking about just sperm and egg, right? There's a lot of men out here, is what we called in college, we called them less test. Less testosterone niggas. Whole bitch ass niggas. Like, in some way, somehow, you found a way to get on a platform and get a bunch of your other less test friends or other less test women that you to convince that this is the way that shit supposed to work. And then you sit there and say, well, you got 20 versus 1 is a 20v1 is a thing they do to have one dude and 20 girls, or 20 girls and one dude, and then they gauge if they're dateable or not.
Oh yeah, the popping the balloon.
And popping in the balloon.
Yeah, that's stupid.
And I'm like, yo, you.
To me, but I mean, whatever.
I mean, but that's the weird game, because the women now know that men are not being men, and so they got to try to pull.
Yeah, I see. It's brutal. I watch it. I seen it. They had this one girl. I was like, she was like an average little black girl, but she was a little nerdy, stout. She had her glasses on, and she had 2 cornrows when she was in her 20s, And as soon as niggas turned around, it was like, bop, 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 bop. And like she had like doctorate degrees. She traveled to Rome, Paris, motherfucking. This nigga got 3 different languages under her belt. She likes to party. She likes to go to fucking
Dubai and shit like that.
She went to a Kendrick Lamar concert the other week.
She's all in power, everything. If I was to raise a daughter.
And one dude didn't pop because he said she sounds like a vibe. He was like that. He said, and they asked him, why do you didn't pop? Because she sounds like a vibe.
Right. That's the one dude that somebody raised you right, bro. Because the other 19 or whoever it was, again.
That was his answer. I'll never forget that shit. I was like, see?
Why I got
what
to be
you
like
see?
that?
Because they're not listening to their intuition. You see the difference where it comes from feelings? Intuition and feelings are the same thing. It's a radar. No, keep skills. Okay. You're driving. You're a man. You're a driver. You're fucking in control. You're behind the wheel. I got to speak to y'all like this. Fuck it. We're machines. That's what y'all breathe off. My ass farted. Anyway, so
Did you say you farted or I farted?
I say the concept is
Okay.
farted. It's stupid.
Exactly.
Man-made stuff is becoming more relevant than the man. Fuck this shit. That's where the problem.
Say that again, man.
Man-made stuff is becoming more relevant than the man.
Exactly.
And y'all believe in it. I will refuse to believe
That's
it.
why I said I can't miss a manipulation. You can't tell me.
I can't believe that shit, yo.
And then imagine I, as a woman, made man.
Yeah, like.
And then they
the
turn
best
on
thing
us.
is-
So what you think that's gonna do? Turn on?
But how they figure out?
Does this make sense?
Yeah, how do they in two generations, not even a whole two generations, in one generation of Western men, because it's not just the United States, it's Europe, it's everywhere outside of the Arab countries.
Oh, yes, sir.
Because the Arab countries ain't having that shit.
Yep.
They like, yo, y'all still
No.
well,
No.
what you mean no?
Everywhere.
It's everywhere? Damn.
I love it though because I can see some shit. I see. You know what I see?
But it's making men to men to some hoe ass niggas though.
You see the Ethiopians when they be doing the dance and they be like,
yeah,
that shit is dope.
But it's feminizing men.
It is.
But you saying that if it's gonna feminize a man, then you was feminized
feminizing it. It's just it's not feminizing. It's men.
Because niggas tell me I can do it because I talk with my hands a lot. So I be on.
It's not feminizing.
I'm the wrong word.
Because to me, it's in touch. Once you balance both your masculine and your feminine. Look, I'm that bitch. Look, I told you, I had husbands. I had baby daddies. All these niggas. I had men be like, yo, are you bisexual? Like, they be thinking to do, I'm like, no, I don't. Well, do I give that? Yeah, because I'm very in touch with my masculine and my fucking feminine. I live in this shit where I'm like, it's cool with me.
And it's cool with you.
It don't bother me, but it's just, I know what I do.
But that's because you a woman, okay?
No,
you in touch.
I know men, that's that.
So there are men that are men, but they in touch with.
They can verbalize it. Can I say that? They learn to use their emotion, to use their words. It's a weapon.
I use my words.
I get it.
But
you're talking about the men that's not doing it.
Yeah,
that's angry and like, these bitches.
Yeah.
Why they need this bitch on the goddamn shell?
Yeah, why?
She gonna be bleeding all over politics.
Yeah, like why do y'all hate them? Like they got the push, they got the hoo-ha, they got the goal. Y'all niggas need to die. Okay, I mean, unalive yourself. Hold on,
Exactly.
They told me I can't say I might get shut down off of that. But something need to happen to y'all niggas because y'all fucking up the game. The game was working until y'all came along with that shit.
I'm not pro-women, man. It's a journey, people. Fuck.
But what's the
grow up?
We're gonna find out where the end of this journey gonna go. I want it to be on I want it to be on a wormhole through the solar system on the back of a unicorn, going into a bunch of stars, ending in the greatest. Like it's just the woman is gonna be looking like the Mata Hari or fucking some. It's gonna be the greatest woman I've ever seen in my life, short of my wife, and she's just gonna let me have her. That's what I want the journey to end. If the journey don't end that way, nigga, y'all got me.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
I don't know. I'm just somebody needs to educate me. We're gonna find out though. Right back here, Taking No Shorts podcast. This is our first break. If you enjoyed us, I'd like to thank Pick a Wow, and the homie Brent in the building. We'll come right back here on the live stream at Taking No Shorts Pod. That will be Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. The IGs will still be up. I'm gonna pause the IG and then set it back up like it is. It'll still be on the IG there. Also, later on in the week, anywhere where you get your favorite podcast, I am your host, Jay Grizzy Green, at Jay Grizzo, at Taking No Shorts Pod. See a special co-host tonight, Miss Cree Moon, where they can reach you at.
We go live.
There you go. She right there, right now.
Moon.
Yeah, she gonna be live soon. So I don't know if she paused hers or not.
On my YouTube as well, at Ms. Green Moon.
There you go.
Miss Green Moon. Yes.
When we come back, I'm gonna get back into these whole ass niggas out here. That's one thing I can talk about. And then we can talk about some more. Here, Taking No Shorts podcast. We'll be right back in just a few. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Anyway.
That's all it is.
Yeah, honey, I know. I know. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you coming on. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, honey. Yeah, I'm in the studio. I'm about to go. Damn, yeah, it was only 1 or 2 pictures, and it was just 'cause. 10, yeah. It was 10. You counted them. Huh. Well, I liked them all because she had a fat ass. I gotta go. Love you, bye. Taking no shorts. Coming right up.
We talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice.
Now I gotta talk, we all gotta be quiet. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, woo, wheeling dealing, limousine riding.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
And now your host, Taking No Shorts podcast, Jay Grizzy.
Let's do it. That's way better. There's only one way to have the second half of Taking No Shorts happen, and that would be around this time here at Taking No Shorts podcast on the streaming channels, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend if you're rocking with any part of the entertaining and comedic content today. I'm your host, Jay Grizzy Green, at Jay Grizzo, at Taking No Shorts Pod. I have a recurring special favorite guest of mine co-hosting with me tonight, Miss Cree Moon. You took the shades off too. That's Cree.
That's the glasses, ain't my shades.
Yeah, those are real glasses.
I told you, I told this story about my mama. I had to buy this shit my own self.
I think the eye doctor either gave me pink eye or they put some in my eye at the eye doctor, y'all. Cause they did this thing where they put they say, put your eye in here, we're gonna blow some air in your eye.
And man, I still had some debris in it. Then it wasn't clean.
And it wasn't clean
properly.
And
okay,
if y'all
I worked as an eye tech.
For real?
Yes. Cleanliness is next to everything. That's why I'm a professional organizer. I see the superpower. That's my superpower. My superpower in the 3D world is I fight the things that people can't see. It's a world upon world.
Yeah, I needed you that day because
this makes sense. If we live upon worlds. Within the microscopic worlds, there's worlds on our bodies. There's communities living in our skins.
That sounds like some Marvel comic shit.
It's real.
Man, I believe
so, but allergies and this shit is changing our DNA. Is changing, our food, our air, our everything.
I look like Rocky Balboa.
So the first thing, like COVID to me, like I was like, that's such a fucking it was conspiracy theory because it was stupid to me. You
didn't take no shot.
Yeah, because I know.
Did you get it?
No.
Damn. But guess what though? My older son said the same thing. He did not take, and I'm like, yo, you came from me. To be fair, I came up in the official Western civilization, U.S. black man. I came out. I bought everything. So
Tuskegee Airmen ain't enough.
No,
that was my dad. That was my grandpa generation.
They gave them niggas syphilis. I know if I got syphilis.
That was my dad and them. Fuck that shit. Okay, so no, and no.
I wanted to go outside. This is one of the reasons why I got shot. I wanted to go back outside.
And what I saw, because again, I was in that profession, and people didn't understand what the fuck I was doing because I had to make it up as I was going along. That was hard. A professional organizer. People were like, what is that? Are you just a housekeeper? No, it's bigger than that.
No.
It's bigger than that.
If y'all went to that lady house that me and my dad helped clean, She needed to pay. We did it for free. We did this out of the goodness of our heart.
It's really deeper than that, and doing it and cleaning, because that's what COVID showed about people knowing how to wash their hands and clean their house, clean the air filters, keep your ass in your dirty fucking house. And what it did, made people clean the fuck up, made them look at their life different, made them simplify stuff, make them, you know what I mean? Like, all excess is not necessary right now. All that.
I was never one of those. I think Howie Mandel is one of those guys where they have the OCD of clean. OCD comes in many different forms.
That's how I have, and that's my thing. I have OCD with a little bit of ADHD.
With cleaning?
Yeah, period.
I need folks like that around.
With cleaning, but just being. I have OCD. I see those things.
Attention to the germs. I don't pay attention to
so that's what makes me weird. When I go into religion, it went to me. When I went to
exactly for that.
You know, when I go to love, it's codependency. I'm like, I zoom in when I was, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's the way.
Do you know why you got there though? Like, I know.
That's the way he made me. Like I said, that channeling. You know what? You remember how I explained where I was that little girl that was in that car. And I was like, change the channel, that jazz. Man, but it made me think and remember this movie. Because this was my little saying, and I still do. I got it on a couple of my bits. Firestarter, which was like, back off.
Drew Barrymore.
Back off. I was that nigga when I get mad, like shit was happening. I could feel it, you know? So I used to be like, oh my God, I can't, and I felt that. So I was like, let me channel it happily, positively. Let me think, goodness. So I stay away from people. I stay away from bullshit. I'm like literally allergic. You know when people say
bullshit?
You know why people say bless you when they sneeze?
Because they mean to do it?
No, because subconsciously it's dust. It's the new particle in your nose.
You spit on them all.
No, it's an allergen going into you. But really, it's sensitive people that's spiritually sensitive, and you're pushing this spirit before it comes in you out. So they say bless you, that is gone before it comes and invades you.
Give me a second.
Like
is that something that you can prove, or is that something that you came across in the main sense?
I live it. I was in the medical field. And the same token, it's life. Doesn't a bug change you?
That's not what I'm going.
Any bug.
I asked the question. The thing you said when somebody sneezes, right? I know that I probably, because it's an involuntary thing, I haven't caught everything that's coming out of my mouth, so germs are coming out. Yes. So it does make sense for me.
But we're breathing in, so it's our filter. Our nose is our filtration.
Right.
So once it gets in and it passed the filtration, it passed it. Achoo. Something went up.
Something got into me that caused me to sneeze.
Yes. Something's in there.
So the motherfucker that caused me to sneeze should have said, excuse me or bless you before. I mean, that's my thing.
No, it's just you know why this culture say that? Bless you. Why do we say bless you? It's the spiritual thing of saying you're removing that spirit that just popped into you. But it's a world it's scientifically, you can say a world, it's a germ. As I learned in Islam, it's a jinn. You can use it in different terms. God has different names, whatever. Break it down scientifically how the fuck a person want to look at it. At the end of the day, I see what it is. Cleanse your area. Yeah. Change your filtration systems. Wipe your walls.
Where's my wipes? I had some wipes.
You know what I mean? Wash your hands for real. People would have pink eye. Wash our... You know what pissed me off as being a professional organizer? People forgot to clean the things that clean us. That's more important.
Like wipe down the hand thing.
Clean the things that clean us. Clean your washing machines out frequently. Like, put some bleach and some, wash it out.
I do that.
Wash your sinks out every fucking other day. You should be, it's washing your dishes. You know how much dirt
I'm about to be one of them niggas I was
Wash
talking about on the
your fucking
internet.
toilets out. It's fucking your tubs. That shit pissed me off. If you were to really
Now, hold on, wait a minute. I ain't got no rings around my tub,
it
but
don't have to be about looking at a ring.
you sound like you really have OCD because I know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I suspect that when you clean, you go from the rooter to the tutor.
Yeah.
From the A to the Z.
Yeah. There's an order.
And see, when I clean, I'm just
And I want to minimize. You know why I want to minimize? Because I want to live my life. I don't want to focus on that shit and just where it has my whole day. So that's why I'm not going to live excess. I'm not going to want a big house because, you know, my mind is going to be like, who's going to do all this shit?
I'm glad you didn't go use
Especially
my
the older you get, and I'm going to be 80 years old and cleaning this motherfucking shit because I said I did this for my kids. No,
we're not doing that. We are at the stage as Black Gen Xers now that our kids are
that transition. I was the ones cleaning up, and their kids don't want to. They live in different cities and states and shit. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll do it for $25 an hour. Well, I can have my girlfriend. I don't give a fuck. And I'm wind up being, and it's more than cleaning. I'm their counselor.
To the people that you clean, you trying to tell them.
To let go
Did
of
you charge
my
extra?
grandmother Barry. She gave me this.
Yeah, I got a pack. I don't get the pack.
This is as being an empath, I'm taking a lot the fuck in. So I'm sitting there like, nigga.
Why you still got this shit?
And I gotta have superpowers to make you get that shit off your hands.
Yeah.
And I gotta keep my job moving. Yeah. Unless I can sit up there and I be that greedy bitch and I can suck you for that 20. I said I'm $25 an hour.
No need to pause on that.
This is my fee is $25 an hour. I'm not. Yeah. Okay, this is not a service.
Right.
Okay, keep
This is
talking.
what I do.
But I need, and then you know what? They don't. I don't want you to clean up. Sit, and talk to me. It turns to
that way you opening up that portal.
That's what it was happening. That's what was happening.
They came in and said, "Oh, you cleaning up."
It's accepting the change in their mind that this transition is happening.
Yeah, my thought process, and I feel you with you.
I help those people with the slippery slope instead of helping. Wait, you can focus on your kids. I got your mom.
So somebody, I think I was talking to a comic a couple of days ago. Episode will be out soon. Taking No Shorts podcast, and we was like, "Well, what made us want to go up on stage?" And the comic said the reason why he went up on stage. And I said to myself, I always thought I was special. You know, not in a and I think I said it. Y'all can go back when it come out. I said I think I am not just different, because everybody different, but I'm special.
Yes, sir.
And then you got to have a certain je ne sais quoi to sit and stand on that and walk through that door. You know, like for instance, you say you are who you are, and you walk your walk, whether people call you weird or whatever. Cree is Cree today. Cree is Cree tomorrow. I've known her for about 10, 15 years now. Cree has always been Cree. And still, I mean, like, yo, it's like it makes you want more. For somebody like me, because I don't like rigid folks. I don't like folks who are stuck and can't move and they can't grow.
Yeah.
You know, or not available to grow. There's nothing wrong with standing on what you believe in or standing on whatever you want to fucking stand on, but just be a sponge and let people grow. I ain't never seen a sponge. You can clean your sponge, but I've never seen a sponge, you know, not absorb. You know,
yes.
It's always going to absorb. So I thought I was special because I thought differently. And then when I got into the stand-up, I was like, no, I don't think that different. Then when I met other weird people like me, I'm like, I'm not that much weirder than everybody else. So I had to I found my thing, because the comedy, the entertainment game is definitely not for family men. Right? It's definitely not for people who are, and I didn't think I was a conservative, but compared to a lot of other people.
That's the thing, you're gonna find a variety.
Yeah, and so should everything go. And I'm like,
but the breaking of the mold of the generational curses
amen,
that we are coming through.
Exactly.
Shout out to the home. I gotta get a home shout out real quick to the home at Game Time. Buck, I don't know, Buck, if you're still in Tennessee, Chattanooga, or Nashville, maybe one of those. But we got to link up you and Dwayne, even though he's a Cowboys. We got to set that. I got some better productive equipment next time so we can get you on the live stream. You dig? Appreciate you, brother. I'm sorry.
But yeah.
I don't know what I was saying. Oh, let's go here. Cree.
Mm-hmm.
Who the men in your life? Look how she cut that eye quick, other than your dad, right? I'm curious to know, describe, if you had to describe the man, not each one, but if you had to find like what was the common thread between all the men in your life except Pop, your dad? What was the common thread? And then I'll do mine with the women.
I can't do that.
Really?
Yeah.
It was all different.
Variety, because that was one thing I was like.
All right. So when you were college Cree, what was describe that guy?
College Cree wasn't serious. Well, I did. Well, I went with what I felt. I remember it was weird. I put a prayer out.
Weird.
Exactly.
Where I was like, man, all these dudes, like I was playing around, like I was gangster. When I went to moon mode, I was a character. Like that's when the nigga. I was robbing niggas. I was boosting. Like I'm talking about gangsters.
Yeah.
Like I was doing hits, licks, like they call them now, licks. I was licking. It was like a girl lick.
So Gen X, I'm thinking. I'm saying Gen X, but what could I boost? I think somebody boosted off for me a Tribe Called Quest tape. The chick, she took like the album.
I don't want to even know. I don't want to talk about.
She not going to incriminate herself. All right, so that's College Cree. College Cree was, remember, she was, what was the Spike Lee movie? She Gotta Have It. Lola?
No, it was not.
Worse than that?
Nigga, no. If you think you would think Zola with a little bit of,
You gotta have it.
No, I'm thinking.
What's the chick from Set It Off?
Bonnie, like a Bonnie /
Who's a Bonnie?
Cleo from Set It Off.
Yeah, you was getting
gangster. I was gangster, like underneath, like.
And that guy had to deal with you.
It wasn't a guy. It was like I would get cliques of dudes. Different hustlers, and they would think that would be them, but
it wouldn't. Yeah. All right. So we get to young adulthood after college.
We ain't gonna go there.
All right. So then we're gonna skip that.
Let's go back. That's why I ran back home to
VA.
Yeah, it's like, Lord, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Shout out to the South.
Karma kick was in my kicking my ass. I'm sorry. I was like, no.
But see,
that's I knew the power of like. Feminine. No.
Yeah, that energy gets a lot of folks.
Boy, I was covered up. I was like,
I used to tell my wife, I still do. I say I wish we knew each other because a lot of similarity. I said when you was in college, I would have been the guy. You probably wouldn't have never liked me. We probably would have never ran into the same circles. But I probably wouldn't be the guy that gave you that game that would have saved you from running back to VA or for her. No, you was just.
I'm that nigga.
Just the chicks.
Can I tell you something?
Please, because I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
Like I
So y'all think
have, and I'm still this way. I don't give a shit. Like I will fucking like just disappear with the quickness. Like I'm done. I'm like I'm not dealing with it. I don't want to fuck around. Like block. I remember the guy, no diss, was the guy that I was talking to. Like, he was cool for a second, but it was just like too fast. It was like, just talk to me. Like, don't claim me. Don't claim me. Are you my woman? And yeah, you.
They were seeing through. They were seeing at you.
Am I not a person?
Yeah, they couldn't see. They were seeing at you.
Are you? Well, I'm gonna come to your house. Did you ask me? And I'm like, block. I don't need to. I don't want to explain. If I have to explain, I'm too grown.
Did you ever have to put a restraining order on?
No, it was. He didn't. It's nothing like that series. It was just like when he was just like, hey, he was saying it not mean. He was just like, yeah, you're my girl. Da, da, da. I was like, okay.
You that boy? You after the show, you got to go talk to y'all.
Yeah.
Dude, hey,
how we don't y'all talk every day? It's not like this ain't serious. You ain't took me out on a date. So you talk about no. I am 45 years old. I ain't got nigga. You ain't courting. Fuck no.
I don't mean.
Is that quick? No.
So one of my homies was
block. My block list is tight.
Yeah. Well, I mean, women can do that. That's probably why men sperm counts are low, because they one of the other reasons when they go onto these dating websites.
I don't want to do it no more.
The last dating website I was on was, this is gonna really date me, but I'm gonna get the crickets out for this one. Hold on. Black Planet. When I was on Black Planet, I saw the hoo-haws was falling out of the sky. I just struck gold, Eureka. I was like, and I was like, it's time to go. It's time to retire, because this run is the best run I've ever been on in my whole entire life. I will never get this run ever again. I'm done. Some men don't know how to do that. Some men will go until the good Lord calls them home and think that they own a run. And I'm sitting here to tell you guys, no, you're not on a run. Okay.
Showing the fuck enough.
Because they the sisters got they got a choice. And these, you have you dated the young ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. They got a choice, and you can't compete. It's so
different. It's like, but now I'm the come up.
How so?
My kids even tell me my age group, because Generation X women look young, and the guys like that, and we're still virile. Yeah. But they know we got our fucking on our security is tight, and they're like, "Oh, take care of us." No, nigga, I'm not gonna have a nigga sit up here and be on fucking Xboxing and shit like that, and goddamn laying up, nigga. You ain't know how to cook a real scratch meal, like a cook from scratch meal. Scratch, what you talking about? That's the new no, nigga, no.
I had a girlfriend of mine.
I'm not teaching, reteaching. I don't want no.
She
That's fine.
One night I called her to bounce something off of her head. And she was like, let me holler back at you. One of those type of, you ever been on the phone with a female and it's past, for her, 6, 7, 8 o'clock. I say it's past 8 o'clock. She picked up the phone. She picked it up. She was just like, yo, what up? Everything good? Let me holler back at you. I was like, oh, I know what that means. Okay, I hung up the phone.
What that mean?
Oh, she had company, right? But no, because I know her, I was like, if it was a man over there, she would have sat there and talked, and we would have had a conversation. We would have talked about
man?
A man would have been whoever. If a dude was over there. Another man,
like really fucking with.
Yeah. Another man ain't gonna sit there and trip if you have a conversation with your homeboy.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But a young boy will. Okay. So I put 2 and 2 together. I was like, oh, you got a young boy over there.
No, I can't. But I can't do none of that. It's just. When I give my energy as one person at a time, and I'm just, I'm good.
Yeah, I can smoke on that. Ooh, yeah, that was feeling great. So we're not going to do after college crew. We're going to do, and then we did.
Because it was short-lived. It was short-lived. Like I said, very short. It was just a time when we were awakening, and that's when I got into my serious stuff. Like, seriously.
The reason I asked that is because All fans definitely have crazy conversations with you, but I'm sitting there saying to myself, like, what? Creed is so cool, but I think, do dudes say they're intimidated by you at all?
The first dude that I know was my husband, my ex-husband was the first dude that really told me. It was like, yeah, he's like, you do intimidate a nigga, like, your drive. It was like, nigga, like, your drive is in, I can't match that shit. Like, my husband was 20 years my senior.
So, wait a minute, I didn't get that, but I didn't know that. But hold on, I'm gonna say
Exactly.
word.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that is pretty different.
We had a lot of differences. I told you he's Boricua.
Oh,
He was Muslim.
Oh, damn, yeah, he won't play.
Yeah, I had different, but I was practicing Muslim, but we clicked. Like, I could talk to him.
Yeah, I can see.
He was old school. He courted me. He treated me,
He did you the old school. That did you, but y'all got babies, so he did you.
Yeah, he treated me with respect. It was fast. My mom was like, "Girl, you don't need to." She listened.
Most don't say that though.
But
I did that.
I don't regret my choices in life at all because I love him very much, and I still call him and talk to him to this day. But that was that story.
But when y'all met, like you said earlier, when you fell, you was all the way.
I was young. I was like 27, 28 years old, and he was in his 40s. Yeah.
I'm thinking if I could have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was having kids like
a rhinestone cow.
My baby boy that passed away. That was I was having babies with his kids, like literally, like his son and his daughter, his two oldest daughters.
You were having kids, and his kids was having kids.
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful thing. Last part of the pod I want to get into, really, the angry. Whatever made you mad? Like when you were on stage, like we talked about, like the Gen Xers, like what got you angry on stage?
Nothing really got me on.
Oh, I was angry.
Oh,
come on, there we go.
It wasn't angry because I don't get angry. I can't.
Get angry.
I do, but it's weird. We'll talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
But on stage, it was just a coincidence. I remember I went to Cafe Diem.
Mm-hmm.
And they had this one comic come out, and I'm just looking normal. I had my wrap on, but it was just the bun in the back. I had my little baseball cap type on.
Right.
And dude, he's come out and he's like, do a bit, a white boy, do a bit on Muslims. And he's like, killing a Muslim and da-da-da-da.
I think I know what you're talking about.
This was during the time,
Not right after 9, well, not even 9/11,
after, like, all of the hoo-ha on that shit.
The Iraq War and all that shit was going down, right?
Yeah, so, and it was like he's stepping on him, and it's a nigga playing the Iraq dude or whatever.
It's a brother doing it.
Yeah.
It wasn't the brother that we know, was it?
He was one brother that was pretending to be, he was the...
Oh, my God.
And he's getting stepped on, and then the other dude comes to put a flag on him. He opened up his chest, and he got a shirt that says, I'm Wisconsin. And I'm like...
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
I said, but Pete, my bit is coming out as I got my whole shit wrapped up.
Yeah, so you the opposite of his act, right?
And I just so happened, I'm coming out. I said, what's the difference of being a nun and a black Muslim woman?
The black Muslim was gonna give you some pussy. I know what you going.
I said, listen, just you gotta listen to the joke, boy. I said, one's a sister. I said, that's your sister. Yeah. And then I was like, but I take it off, like, and then it was like, I said, yeah, like that bitch. And I started going off.
Yeah.
And I went left. But it wasn't a piss, but you know how I talk.
Yeah.
It went left, and he was like, It was funny, but they were like, I said, so be careful. You don't know what sister you gonna get next time, bruh. I said,
I would have found that funny just because I know
just how the shit set up.
Yeah,
Like,
you gonna scare the shit out of the white folks.
It was cosmic. So it's funny to me because that scary shit makes me laugh.
They was sitting there like,
see, I like that. That was the weird shit about me. I like comedy.
That's me too.
It makes fuckers think.
I think that's probably the.
And then they get comfortable with when they get used to me. They'll be like, oh.
That work. Here's the thing. If I don't know if you've been out, maybe we'll come out together, and go see around the scene a little bit. It's getting there. Back then, though, when you was doing that the comedy scene was still a little restricted.
I was.
Yeah, the young folk. There's a lot of young comics, especially in the LGBT community, that are really just out there, And when I've been to a couple of mics around town, and I was just like, oh, y'all, this is what y'all niggas doing. And they wasn't even niggas. This is what I mean. And even some of the black comics are doing it. Wow. And I'm like, okay, that's good because that means that it's more comfortable for acts like me and you to then go do what we are comfortable with without having folks say, well, I don't know if that's going to work, Grizzly, because, the crowd, I was always told I'm not likable, which is...
I don't give a fuck with nobody. CJ!
I know you don't. I do, though, Cree. I do so much. I'm such a whore for the audience.
I swear.
I am. I'm such a whore for the audience. Like I
don't give a shit.
That's why I say you could still go out there, put that wig on, shake that tail feather. Let's go get the suckers at least. But I think you're too smart. You're too smart for your own good. You're too smart for your own good. And I am like, how can I not be likable? Because I've tricked a lot of audience people thinking that even with this get up.
Who keeps saying you're not likable? Who the fuck are they?
I'm not going to say the comic, but they were trying to help me, and I get that. But they was just like, you got to be likable, dude, and you're not likable because you get on folks too much. I'm too judgy, But I'm like, dude, that's what everybody does that now. Everybody is judging everybody.
That comment.
Mm-hmm.
Hold it up.
Yeah.
Subconscious close your eyes.
Don't knock over the backdrop. You're fine. Mm-hmm.
Kick the son of a bitch.
Well, the comment, I can tell you this. He's not.
It's kicked, gone. We ain't worried about that shit no more.
Amen.
Okay.
He's no longer on the circuit. So. Oh, you kicked him.
No, that was before.
Oh, you can still the mic still works without it. It just looks like. Matter of fact, if you want, put it on the outside so that way everybody can hear you because you was muffled on the inside. You don't got to put it back on.
Where?
Do you want to put it back on? It's going to make you feel better?
Yeah.
Okay. You have to ask that question, ladies and gentlemen, because deep down inside, Cree is still where that goddamn dog baby at.
Where's Obi?
Cree is still this goddamn dog baby, okay? It is still.
That was before my buddy. She came out right before my buddy dog came out.
I cannot.
You remember my buddy?
Yeah.
My buddy.
My buddy. Wherever I go. My buddy. Look at this little scary motherfucker right here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna get it back.
I wish she had it on YouTube where she talks. She had a little cartoon for us for a second.
And she, we ended the first half of the podcast with this.
Why the ball won't come off?
Oh, it came off again? Damn, Creed.
I'm not.
Ladies and gentlemen, this part of the podcast is brought to you by, remember those were the commercials back in the day? It was brought to you by
I used to play this game on my brother. He used to have the Casio little keyboard, and we used to call people on the phone and prank call. I used to love to do like.
No, you gotta be. You gotta be gentle. If you could try to be gentle. Oh, the microphone about to go out.
Like
Lord.
Because I think that sounds clearer.
Yeah,
better.
There you go. You might have to hear. Hold on. If I could put this microphone in. No, this is doing too much.
No, it's just leave it. I like it.
Okay. So, the floor is yours. Anything, topic, bits, stuff that's going through that mahogany red brain of yours. Oh shit, she's zooming in. Go ahead.
No. I'm actually in, well, I do. It's in the cut. It's, I will reveal it in future reference with you.
Okay.
I am working on.
You working on something?
Yes.
Oh, let me get the doll baby off the
stuff like that. So I'm excited. But I will let you all know when it's
just ready to go. I think you. I mean, I'm not going to ruin it, but I remember you telling me, and I thought about. I want to say it was Whoopi Goldberg, the Broadway special. You remember that? Yeah.
A little bit bigger.
A little bit bigger than that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, just a little bit bigger. And
when I tell you, you are sitting,
because it's like a mixture of that with comic relief.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that.
Friends.
They used to
just a couple of little skits, tiny bit.
I think I'm a better actor.
Music.
That I am a
my
comic.
Music. I'm gonna put all my stuff out there, and comedy in it because comedy is all of that.
You gotta laugh,
dance, cry
to keep from crying. I had when was the last time you had a good cry?
I don't remember.
Shit, I cried good. This is how much of a man I is. There's men cry too, not often, because my wife said. No, one of my cousins say, "Don't let your wife see you cry." I was like, "She probably gonna be with me when I die, nigga." I would hope.
I mean, I did with random, voluntarily at work situations. I love kids and some of the shit that I deal with.
You deal with a lot of emotional situations.
Yeah, it's like that's my soul's washing. Sometimes it just. Few tears got to be shed on shit.
I can do a lot of emotional stuff, and then I have to take a break.
But I recognize for myself at first I was like, okay, they were like, oh, Kathy's so sensitive, and I'm like, that's my way. I have to decompress right in the there.
In the moment, or when you come home from the day stresses you write. What's the best time you find to write? I thought it was in the morning, but
for me, it is usually in the evening. Or it need to be near water.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Water.
In the bathtub.
Soaps in the tub.
Yeah, that's the first thing I said.
I go to like I said, I go to like James. I like to go to the different rivers and parks.
I tell you, she is the hippiest sister I've ever met in my life. There's a couple of hippie sisters I like, and Cree, you are one of them. So,
yeah, I like being on water, man. It's fucking dope.
It is great to have you. Hopefully you will. I think I got a couple. I did a run of shows, so it might be 2 or 3. I might say 2 to 3 weeks before Taking Those Shorts is back live again, because I have like some shows banked. But it's Halloween season next week. Oh, I got to give a shout out to Miss D Presents. Miss D is doing a Halloween show. I wonder what I'll call it. It's Halloween. I got to pull it up. And right now, I got a lot going on. But it's October 26th. Let me make sure I get this right. Make sure on October the 26th, you come to 6015 9 Mile Road where Miss D presents her Halloween special. Jay Grizzly Green will be there hosting the Red Live event here for Taking Those Shorts podcast.
Exactly.
For more information, go to Miss D Presents. That's at Miss D Presents. Messing up her at. But you can also get it at Jay Grizzo, and at Taking Those Shorts pod again, October 26th. That's Saturday after tomorrow. I want to say the red carpet's at 7. Party starts at 8. It's a Halloween party. ends at 12. Be there or be square. I'm so old. I got that out of the way. That's the first commercial I cut mid-ride. Thank you.
That's what's up.
Where was I going with this? Oh, tomorrow I am going to a breast cancer walk for the one only. The one of the ladies that taught me how to say the word, and y'all gonna have to get me for that. Exactly. Because she said that girl was a girl who was, if you know, you know, identifiable as someone who likes the same sex. And she was young. I'd say 8, 9, 10 years old. And my grandma was with all the other elderly black women sitting on porches, chewing tobacco, smoking out a pipe or some shit. And this butchy girl comes walking down the street. My grandma said, "Look at that!" And I'm sitting. I'm like 6, 7 years old. I'm playing in the yard right in front of her, and that word just stuck out. She said, "Look at that bull dagger," and I'm like, "Damn, she in the same grade as me, Granny. How you call her out like that?" Exactly. She was looking like Peppermint Patty, is what I'm saying. And she was looking like Peppermint Patty, okay? And everybody
knew what fairy was before fairies was talking about in Disney.
Right, and it's like the thing is that generation, they talked about it on the porch, and our parents' generation, the boomers, I don't know how they dealt with it, but I talk about it out front. You know,
we knew the ones in our family, and they fell love.
Yeah, I cleaned out.
Just like the ID and DD, that's the intellectual and the developmentally disabled, y'all. We still treat them the
One
same.
of my uncles passed away. We had to help him, well, not help him when he passed, and we moved him out of his apartment. My dad, again, Dad, I'm so sorry. You can just hang up the podcast now. We need you to help move Uncle so-and-so stuff out of his apartment. And I go up under that bed and I pull out one of them trunks and opened it. And we all knew Uncle Bob was. I said, "Oh, exactly." I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know which one. I nigga stripped. That's the one. I said, "Oh shit." Whew. Okay, well, this is real. This is real. This is happening. And I got to move it. You know, he should have been able to live his life in the open. He should have. Just like anybody else. They should have been able to live their life in the open. But just to hide it is just a sin in of itself, you know. So that's it for Taking No Shorts podcast episode. I want to say it's 56, 57, 58.
76.
76. Thank you, Cree. I swear for God, I'm doing. Yeah, thank you. Your Bigo audience, thank you so much. Hello, guys. I'm sure.
Oh shit, my battery dead.
Yeah, mine's just running out. That's why I'm trying to wrap up the podcast. But hey guys, thank you so much. Make sure you support her. Make sure you give her all the encouragement because she is a very talented sister. Give her all the love and support that you can. You did. And while you're at it, go holler at your boy Jay Grizzly Green. For my guest co-host, let them know again. Hit them at creed-moon.com for all of your creative content.
Please.
Her Bigo is there as well.
You're going to get everything. My Bigo. You're going to get my SoundCloud. You're going to get my Instagram. You're going to get my my blog. You're going to get my podcast. All that stuff's going to get it organized. So it's going to have my calendar up to date, and I'm getting my shit up to date before.
We got to do a photo shoot with all of your different looks.
Yeah.
A photo shoot, like 5 different looks. She will do that with me. She love doing that shit. And she will direct. She will love doing that for free. Because I'm Jay Grit. I'm sorry. No, that's not. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Again, y'all see me again next Friday, every Friday, 8:45 CPT time, Facebook, YouTube and Twitch. I'll be at Miss D Presents Halloween Party here in RVA, 6015 9 Mile Road. Be there on time. And that's it, guys. I am out.